Hello everyone and welcome back to another Kingdom Hearts 3 video. Today I'm talking about how Kingdom Hearts 3 is a sequel, at least at a level of how the game is presented, if not necessarily a story sequel to Kingdom Hearts 3. And this game changes things up from how it had done previously in other main titles. Kingdom Hearts 1 was the first attempt at a Kingdom Hearts game made. The team was able to improve what they had done previously with Kingdom Hearts 2 by making the game more combat focused. The game improved on a lot of things, but today we will specifically be looking at abilities. The team improved the abilities from the first game to the second game by focusing on combat, drive, summons, and support. The abilities created tied into all of these aspects, and it's obvious why people look at Kingdom Hearts 2 as the golden goose of Kingdom Hearts games. It's because of how diverse you could be with your options, and once you figured out what is good and when, you could defeat your enemies in a fun and satisfying way. Let's take a look at some of our options right off the bat. There are many options in Kingdom Hearts 2 and all have a cost to them. Drive and summons cost drive bars that can be replenished easily if you strategize with using the right keyblade, oblivion, or ability, drive boost. Combo modifiers, when all equipped, take a great amount of your AP but make up for it in damage and the amount of fun you're able to have with the game. In Kingdom Hearts 3, the abilities help enhance combos, magic, reaction commands, and shot locks or your focus. The same premise as Kingdom Hearts 2, except Kingdom Hearts 3 fails horribly in its execution. A lot of the abilities are extenders that extend the time period that magic commands, attractions, and transformations would stay on your screen. These abilities don't even change how powerful you are, but encourage triangle spam by leaving the option up longer. Although, this leaves time for you to strategically use abilities, and they mostly just make the enemies go bye-bye if you hit the guy or use the magic. Donald and Goofy, along with other party members, don't really have many abilities and just give you their specials for free at the beginning of the game. Along with the abilities that Donald and Goofy have, they have extra abilities that are given to Sora, who has easily 3 or 4 times more abilities than them. If they made you use AP, which is so easy to get in this game, to use limits, you could even make them more powerful. This would also help make them cost, I don't know, maybe instead of your whole magic bar like Kingdom Hearts 2, a fourth or a half of your magic bar. This would at least allow the player not to play and win, but to think and use magic carefully. Reprisals are a good start to abilities that take effort on the player's part to use, because you have to actually hit a button to use it. You have to block an enemy before you're able to use them, and they deal a decent amount of damage for what it's trying to do, and it doesn't necessarily instantly obliterate an enemy. Reprisals just change the game up from defense to offense, and good abilities when you play defensively or a boss attacks you, otherwise you may as well just spam like BBS taught you to do. The main use of combat in Kingdom Hearts 3 are Keyblade transformations. Rather than base combos, each transformation has its own unique combo, which is flashy and powerful in its own way. This is obviously the preferred method for gameplay that the developers had in mind. They purposely make the transformations more ideal to use to the average player. The thing that sucks is it works so well and it's so incredibly fun to use them, to be honest, but I wish they would include some modifiers that would apply for each type of Keyblade transformation. You know, giving them cool modifiers to make the combat a little bit more interesting rather than, just being super flashy and then spamming X to win. The only real use of combo abilities is to fix the floaty gameplay and getting the player back in the fight quickly. The combos, they only seem to be for this purpose and don't go really any further and don't seem to reward the player for using them. Many of them seem to have some uses but kinda seem slapped on to try and make an effort. For example, Rising Spiral knocks enemies into the air, but you can't do anything different from there besides normal air combos rather than to knock them back down. Flashy isn't a bad thing, but you can't say it looks cool, therefore it is fun to play. They like to give you abilities that make the enemies go bye-bye with little effort, or rather than being good at the game. The Osaka team, though, making an effort to make the game as good as possible to appease all fans, didn't try to make it as good as it could have been, and continued with their trend of overpowered abilities that in some cases you at least had to grind for in the past games rather than, giving them to you straight at the beginning of the game. Hopefully, in a critical mode, the developers are taking time to balance the game and change things up. Hopefully they can add more abilities that do more than just extend a timer to make enemies go bye-bye, and slow down and add more abilities that are fun and rewarding to use. Though a major pro to the abilities are the movement abilities, they were on point, and the only broken one is glide, because in the end section of the game it's super easy and effective to not take damage to by gliding around all the enemy super attacks. It really doesn't make it that difficult. But that is the end of the video, and thank you all so much. And with all that I've said, I've been Ryder, and have a nice day, and remember to please like, favorite, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. Thank you guys so much, and have a blessed day.